All right, well, let's go to the weather section of our podcast.
All right.
It's been raining.
Music?
Tonight, weather. It's partly cloudy, always. There's absolutely no
It's a
circumstances
lot of
under which.
rain, man. A lot of rain.
Yeah.
Man, listen, you hippies, you scumbags, you zipper heads, you squeeb squads, you chuds. There's going to be a rain that's going to wash it all away, and I'm going to be that rain, you zipper heads, you tranks.
Are you doing the dude from Warriors?
It was just a skosh of Back to the Future, too.
I'm doing a little taxi driver, Back to the Future.
Travis Bickle with
Who's the dude? Can you dig it, suckers?
That's Silas.
Silas
from Warriors.
Silas?
Yeah.
Can you dig it?
I knew that you could.
Can you dig it?
All right.
I remember Patton Oswalt tweeted to Obama saying, "Come on, please, just once. Say it.
Can you dig it?
Can you dig it? Just say once. Just once."
You know he said it in private.
He probably
Yeah.
it's like, I should
Don't
go
do
out
that.
and blow these
I
people's
like when he would
minds.
go, come on, man. That was the best.
Can you dig it?
I wanted to, I don't know.
Rob, give me some Zardoz quotes.
I don't have any Zardoz quotes. I'm trying to think.
The penis is mightier than the gun.
The sword.
The gun, right?
Spencer, did you have
The
a
gun is good. The penis is
Gun is
evil.
good,
Is
penis
one
is
of them.
good, yeah.
What's
Spencer, did you have a butt stuff story?
Oh yeah.
It felt like, no pun intended, you were sitting on one.
One time, I had a funnel and some golf balls. That's most of the story. No, I don't have a singular butt stuff story.
What about like an average one?
What about a plural one?
Average butt stuff story.
Hey.
Taking a shower. Put some stuff in your butt. Some fingers. You know.
He's not taking
a funnel
this
full of golf balls.
seriously at all.
This is serious.
No.
It was worth a shot.
Dan,
Spencer-
we've told the story on the show before about you flying too close to the sun with your bathtub, right?
Yeah, I put my butt up against the nozzle of my bathtub.
Because you have like a jacuzzi, like spa.
Like water jets.
What's the melted wax wings of flying too close to the sun? Of
You get air
putting your
bubbles
butt-
in your bloodstream.
You get flooded with water.
Oh, like Schraub.
Yeah. I just immediately had the
Right.
sensation. It was like a reverse pooping.
Yeah,
Were
it's
your
just-
eyes brighter after?
People kept calling them.
you texted me immediately and said you said, Jeff, I took a bubble bath, and because you had been reporting to me daily about how you found out that you could jerk off in your bathtub by kneeling down in front of the side nozzle and putting jacuzzi water up your butt while you jerked off. You're like, it's the best. And then you texted me one day and said, Jeff, I flew too close to the sun, and I inflated myself like a water balloon.
Yeah. Yeah, and I got to get out of the now empty bathtub and run over to the toilet and sat down in it, and then just like this sound. It sounded like you just bought a bucket from Home Depot and just pour it. It just sounded like that. But I was like, wow. I was like, I gave myself an enema. Yeah, I've told that story. Yes, I have told that story.
Yeah.
I'm famously forthcoming.
Jeff.
And back coming.
Jeff.
Good one, sir.
Jeff, you told me a story
Back
once.
coming.
Is this true?
If you know what I mean.
Jeff told me a story once long ago that he says, one time I shit so bad that I passed out and I hit my head on the sink and cut my head open. Is this true?
Well, yeah,
And there was
kinda.
blood everywhere. It looked like
It was the day-
somebody
Kind of an
murdered
episode of
somebody.
It was the
Scrubs.
day after. It was the day after Christmas, so Boxing Day, I guess.
Yeah.
Boxing
Red
Day.
Nose Day. Boo-boo.
And I was at my grandma's house, and I'd eaten a lot of Christmas, turkey before I was vegetarian, so pre-tofurkey days.
Yeah.
I was probably 22-ish, and
22 shits.
I remember waking up, panting, going. And I was like, it was cold where I was laying, and I opened my eyes, and all I see is floor, wall and door, and I look up and there's blood everywhere, like all over the mirror, the sink, the thing. And I apparently had either peed or pooed, and I was sitting down, got up, fainted, and smashed my face into the edge of the sink, and then flew to the other side of the bathroom and landed there, and only woke up and my grandma said, "Jeff, the phone is for you." And I look up and I still have a scar across my nose, and it's one of the two reasons my nose goes a little bit that way. But I fucked myself up.
How do you know it wasn't aliens?
Is the second reason your nose always goes that way? Because
I fucker punched me.
gaydar.
No,
I'll tell you the day
no,
after.
a guy punched me at a Nick Cave concert.
Oh, that's the wow.
That's the
Okay.
reason why it goes a little bit more the same
Oh
direction.
yeah, that was recent.
But this is controversial. Remember I talked about that the woman Alice Flaherty, the great neurologist, who kind of reads you like an MRI.
Oh, no.
She walked by me and I was telling like this other actress in this pilot we're doing, based on this neurologist from Harvard's like life. And I said I was telling the story about I passed out and I broke my nose, and she walked by and she goes, "What? Wait, what? You passed out when? When? How old were you?" I said I was 22, and she goes, "Had you just peed?" I said, "Yeah," and she goes, "Oh, good," and she walked away.
I knew you were a Pisces.
Yeah, no, I fucked myself up, man. I had a cut across my ear, my cheek, my nose, and the other cheek. Like, I went just wham.
So you went into the bathroom, closed the door, locked it, hopefully. Shit so hard that you passed out and cut your face open.
I stood up too quickly. I mean, I faint from time to time. Like, my dad faints, my brother faints. We're tall, we're skinny. We get up, and if we've just eaten a lot or whatever, if we stand up too quickly. My dad, remember, fainted at Channel 101, and the
wow.
That's
ambulances came. And I was all worried, like my dad had a heart attack. Like, and the paramedics came, like no, you were sitting in a low chair. Do you normally stay up this late? No. Did you just eat a lot? Yeah. And did you stand up quickly? He goes, yeah, you're fine. Get the fuck out of here. I faint from time to time if I'm on low blood sugar and stand up too quickly.
So everybody else in the Thanksgiving family setting goes, "Oh, goodbye. I'm gonna go take a shit. Okay, goodbye." And then you leave, and then like phone rings, knock on the door. Hey, the phone's for you. You come in, come out covered in blood.
Yeah.
And they went, "Huh."
It was
Good.
just me and my grandma. I'd gone from the
It could only be one person reacting.
But
to
she was like, "Jeff, your phone's for you." I'm like, and I that's when I woke up and I see blood everywhere. I was like, "Tell him I'll call him. Find out who it is. I'll call him back." And I looked up and my face is just covered in blood.
Why would that
and
be?
Blood just splattered. It was a complete crime scene.
Were you still bleeding? I mean,
Oh yeah, it's still pouring blood out of my cuts.
So did you like go to the hospital to get stitches?
I probably should have. I think I either glued it, like they
Probably
put like
glued
super
it.
glue in a cut, like the skateboarder trick.
Vietnam.
The hockey trick, yeah.
Yeah.
It's a Vietnam trick.
But then I walked around. I got one of those little small like Bugs Bunny Band-Aids, like the little ones that you put like when the boxer just got in a fight, or like
Yeah, like Bugs Bunny.
Yeah, and I had that across my nose, and I've never been a tough looking guy,
Yeah.
but if you walk into a bar, even at 22, it's like when I weighed like 170 pounds, with the one across your nose and a big shiner, people think like people wouldn't even make eye contact with me. I think I looked tougher because like
Bugs Bunny.
I looked like
I'd be like, well, he's vulnerable.
When I was in high school, I was me and my friends used to like sword fight with PVC pipes, and one time we had a tremendous parry that blew up both of our pipes, and one of the sharp shards of PVC sliced into my face and caused this like vertical scar going from my eye like down my cheek, and like you see in cartoons and stuff, it had those little cross cut things along it for whatever reason. And so like when I went to school, people are like, "That's crazy, how'd you get it?" And I was like, "Oh, I was in a fight." And then people thought I was a total badass.
Did you get stitches for that?
No, that was so weird because I assumed it was stitches, but it's like it just like naturally formed that in the scar.
They got those little butterfly Band-Aids that are great. Like I've cut myself pretty bad, and there's ones that you like stretch them out and they pulls it back together. It's almost like a stitch.
Yeah.
Those little butterfly ones, the little mini ones are great.
Yeah, what do those have like extra? I don't care about those. Well, I have nothing else to talk about.
You hate stories about cut fingers.
No, well, I
can't
sure,
get enough.
but you guys weren't telling those. That's fine.
I was about to.
You guys were doing great.
Yeah, this is good.